Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teacher Loop. Today I have with me Ian.
Hello.
And we're continuing going over a bunch of what ifs. Now, why don't you tell people about what you saw of the last batches of what ifs? You don't have to say about all of them, just a general, summary, like good, bad,
I wouldn't say any of them were Some of them were kind of they left me feeling like what ifs often do is just like they didn't
comic
really
blue balls,
prove
I
anything.
call it. I call it comic blue balls. They build you up and then leave you hanging.
Yeah, I guess so. But we've had at least two or three that I'm like, that was solid.
Let's see if this one can do the same thing. This was actually written by Carl Potts, one of the earlier Punisher writers. Not obviously not the creator, but he was the one, if I remember right. Didn't he write that first miniseries?
I don't know.
It is what if Peter Parker had become Spider and the Punisher. So yeah, we see something similar. Him being bitten, becoming a dealing with Crusher Hogan and everything. But then here though, for whatever reason, his outfit looked like the Punisher. Why? And so, yeah, basically he decided to build it. This one's already starting off a little rough. Wouldn't you say that he just conveniently have this Punisher outfit?
Where would he have that? Where would you get that, sir?
He designed it. Now, there's no Punisher. There's not going to be a Punisher until the very end.
That doesn't make sense, sir.
So, in other words, there's no, like Frank, his family hasn't been killed yet. All right, but yeah, so basically something similar, but he had that outfit, and this guy like, sorry, pal, that's your job. But then you hear that what happens, so he heads on over there, webs up the guy, and then the first time his spider web stuff kicked in is when the guy tries shooting through the webbing. Now apparently there's one guy there to get photos, so he actually witnesses Peter struggling over the gun and ends up shooting the guy. And the guy takes a picture of, and the one guy nearby ends up falling because he sees that. Sees what happened. And Peter helped him as he took a photo of him. Oh yeah, Gary Frederick. Okay, the one guy fell. The photographer. The photographer.
But it looks like Spider-Man saved him.
No, he did save him. I didn't say he died. He took a picture of Spidey like that. Oh, by the way, yeah, Gary Frederick passed away around that point. Uncle Ben always said that
punishing spider.
Yeah. So when Jonah warped reality to sell newspapers, he didn't care at first. I vowed there would be no more innocent victims like Uncle Ben while it was within my power to prevent them. By all means, even if others vilified me for it. So there's no real explanation to why he's like that. He just is. Well, that was Ned Leeds. It says photo by Ned Leeds. By rigging, so he starts to taking the photos and everything. So still doing his own thing. Like, so far I managed to apprehend or chase off my antagonist without needing to use the gun I took. He took Uncle Ben's killer's gun. I can see by your look you're not amused by the story, are you?
This is not paying off the punishing Spider-Man concept, man.
Nope, not yet.
There's not enough guns. There's not enough franking.
So yeah, eventually he deals with Green Goblin, in which case then he tried to shoot him. Apparently, he had armor on his suit, so that wasn't going to work. So he decided it was clear that he had to update his tricks. So he actually started putting guns into his wrist where his web shooters are. And then he decided, and then we deal with the Sinister Six. He used explosive rounds on him. He then just starts killing so many of them. Including armor-piercing rounds turn his arms to shrapnel. So in other words, he's way more aggressive here. And of course, how Aunt May's fear.
How do you shoot Sandman, though?
It says here, incendiary rounds.
That just turns him into glass.
Yeah, makes it easy for shattering. Judge, jury, and executioner. He basically, yeah, he killed all of the 6. He said, I felt slightly guilty for making money off of it. Slightly. So yeah, eventually he's still being fine as Peter until things start, like things are getting worse and worse because obviously people are more being inspired by Spider-Man. And he's just letting them kill each other. He's just like, if criminals are gunning down other criminals, that's not his problem.
That's some classic pre-Uncle Ben Spider-Man.
Yeah. So yeah. So we see then Peter's with Gwen and everything. It's crime mate. Oh, it's in the decline along with sightings of the Punisher. Coincidence? We then see everything going on with Osborn. Building up to it until after going on with Harry, and then he had his amnesia at first. And it worked for a while. Until, well, the events of what happened with Gwen happened. But this time he actually shoots him with a special weapon that actually goes through his armor. He then actually saves Gwen, tries to save Gwen, but he did actually. Like he fears he almost got him killed. And they feel, Harry of course feels like, oh, Punisher killed a great man. Leave it for the authorities. So I feel like who's going to punish the Punisher? And thus Peter decides to give it all up to be with Gwen. Meanwhile, and so he tosses out the suit. He's Spider-Man no more because he feels like he almost botched it, almost losing Gwen. So they leave. They decide to leave New York. At the same time, well, Frank ends up stumbling across in the suit. This was not that great.
No, it really wasn't.
Especially when they don't give an explanation behind anything. It just happens.
That ending just does not feel earned.
It doesn't.
Like, why would Peter give it? No, I don't buy it.
I don't buy it either. It feels, like again, the beginning doesn't make any sense. Why does he have this Punisher suit? I gotta say, this is the weakest of the ones we've covered so far. And I like Carl Parks usually as a writer, but this just felt so shoehorned.
It doesn't even seem like a very interesting what if. I don't know. It just.
The premise sounds like a good one, but the execution. I like Potts didn't want to give an explanation to the divergence. He just wanted to get to the point, which was Spidey using guns.
Guns.
Artwork was decent at least.
Yeah, artwork was good. It had like nice moodiness to it, but the story was weak.
Definitely the weakest of the ones we've covered so far.
Weak sauce.
Okay, here's a big question. How is this compared to that what if magic became the Sorcerer Supreme?
Well, that one only is interesting because the sequel was good.
All right. But if you ignored it on its own, would you say this was still better than that? Or would you say that one was better than this? I know you don't want to give props to Leia Williams, but you got to admit.
More happens in this one. True. But like I said, if you take into account the sequel, then obviously that one's better. But by itself, that other one wasn't good.
I think, in my opinion, it was better than this one. And it came out, and that one came out in this batch of what ifs, I should say.
Okay.
That's why I brought it up.
Ah.
So, yeah. And basically, we're basically now being told there's going to be a Punisher, but there's not going to be a Spider-Man anymore.
That does not seem like a good trade, sir.
Nope. Especially when we know Frank's going to be much more crazy than Peter ever was.
I mean, he always is.
Well, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Are there what if Punisher doesn't become Punisher stories?
There have been some, but usually something railroads him back into it. There was one where he became an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., I believe. I haven't read that one. But yeah, so that was this one. Probably going to be the shortest one. So we'll see you on the next one because we got but much better ones for the rest of this time.
Hooray!
Yeah.